Hey everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Had a successful fruit run to Pensacola yesterday. Got 3 more boxes of mangoes and I got 3 big watermelons. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it was a successful trip yesterday because the mangoes, I could tell from the box, were coming from a different place and they've got to ripen and they don't actually look as good or as full of potential as the ones before did, but I want to have a positive outlook on them, and I'm hoping that they are going to be good. Got some peaches too, but the peaches are actually kind of expensive here. You would think, then they're from, I bought Alabama peaches, but I guess all these farmers around here are growing their stuff to ship to other places now because even the local stuff is not great prices, although good quality. Anyhow, today I want to start the week off talking about how I keep feeling better on raw food diet. Guys, I do videos every day, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd go down there and hit the subscribe button now. Then be sure and click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I got to keep saying that day after day after day, man. The subscriptions are tanking there because it's just happening again, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, it just really dawned on me recently, like, I just keep feeling better. I keep feeling better. Now, the improvement over the years, I'm 6 years into this. June was about 6 years I've been doing this lifestyle. And granted, as you go each year, the improvements are a little bit diminishing because, you have the big jumps the first couple of years and then but I'm still seeing subtle changes, subtle improvements, and that lets me know that I'm on the right track. And it also kind of every once in a while when I start having these doubts about like, okay, well, you are kind of limited. You only eat these few things. You probably do need more of this, this, and this, but I don't worry about it too much. I do keep educating myself. I do keep trying to get more variety, but I just have to, it would just be really counterintuitive for me to think or believe that deep down I'm not getting better and my body's tricking me. Like if I keep feeling better and then all of a sudden, everything's just gonna fall apart. But yeah, I just keep feeling better. And it's funny, I was laying on my couch last night thinking how 2 years ago, I'm in that house at the beach. Not the last place I was in Costa Rica, which was in the mountains, but at that house at the beach. And at the time when I was doing videos, I was being perfectly honest with you guys. I went back and just watched a couple of seconds out of each one, or out of a few, and I'm thinking like I'm telling you then, I feel absolutely phenomenal. And I did, and I thought I did. But I still had the occasional quirky day. I would have a day like maybe it wasn't that often, but maybe, a couple or 3 times a year. I would just have kind of a funk, you'd wake up and just feel a little queasy or something. Or one thing too, and this will probably have to do a lot with hydration as well, but I used to just have these little periods where I would get little headaches from time to time. I don't get those anymore. And it's very, like I say, it's just fractional. It's fractional. You have to be somebody like me and really be tuned in and paying attention to what's going on in your body and observing a lot to even notice it. Even between year 5 and 6, you think you'd get to a certain point where it kind of peaks out and you get, okay, well, now I'm just going to kind of keep rolling with it. I'll keep feeling, this good, but it just keeps getting better. I'm realizing that, like, I'm stronger than I was. I've been back in the States right at a year now. I've been in the gym, so it's not completely the food, but I'm stronger than I was last year. I just feel more solid my whole body feels more solid. I don't mean like solid with, the working out thing, but just more solid in the fact that I feel good more of the time now. Like, it's like I can never think of a time hardly that I don't feel like really great, that I couldn't at any time, if I wanted to, yeah, I might be a little bit tired depending on what I've done, but at any time I could almost put my shoes on and go out, and even though I don't run, I walk enough, I could go for a run or I could do whatever vigorous. I've got the energy to go for days and days and days. And that's why I can be, and I go back and I'll watch a little bit of my videos sometime, and I'm like, okay, you kind of come across as a little bit stubborn, or, you know, I'm not going to change this, or I'm not going to change that, or it's just more so I have a very discerning filter into what I'm going to let in. I'm not just letting everything in because what I'm doing is working. Why am I going to work with the system? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I constantly get, I don't get it as much anymore. I think people have just kind of figured it out through me not saying that much. I constantly get this whole, oh, check out so-and-so, you should check out, oh, I bet you'd do this, I bet you'd do that. Everybody wants me to check out somebody, their particular guru, you know, oh, you need to go check out and go integrate and go do what my guru's doing, or oh, you need to go learn from my guru. I'm like, why? What do they have? I go check a lot of them out, and I'm just like, yeah, they don't have anything I want. I don't see that just bam, I don't see that spark, I don't see that vibrancy. I don't see the followers necessarily having what I want. Now make sure you're listening to what I say. I'm not throwing any shade at anybody, I'm saying what I want. You may be looking at this channel right now saying, you know what? Could be somebody passing through saying, I don't want what he's got. He doesn't have anything I want. And that's fair enough, and I wouldn't have any problem with anybody saying that. But I'm always just explaining my reasoning and what I do. A lot of those other people that people tell me I need to go check out, I've already checked them out, and I don't need to make some sort of commentary or whatever, but they ain't got nothing I want. And I don't see them giving anything to anybody else. I don't see any of their disciples having anything I want. So I'm going to pretty much just stick to what I'm doing, and I'm going to double down on it. Once again, I don't think it's stubborn, because regardless, you know, I can't show everything on this channel, not every aspect of my life, but so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, just because I say that doesn't mean my mind is shut off. I'm constantly reading, I'm constantly studying, I'm constantly looking for things that make sense. But that's the key right there. They have to make sense to me. You can't just tell me, oh, go do this. It doesn't make sense to me. What I'm doing on a very deep cellular level makes sense to me. It's an understanding, and I'm going to finish with this. It's an understanding that I can't convey to somebody else, because it's not an intellectual or a mental understanding. It's a body understanding. It's a very deep understanding. It's an understanding that my body has of what's going on in it, and I know what I know. And until I have some sort of, not proof, but some sort of something telling me that I need to change what I'm doing, that I need to go in another direction, I'm not going to do it. Because that's never going to come from the outside. It's not going to come from somebody suggesting something. It's not going to come from somebody telling me, oh, this person this person that. It will only come from cool, unemotional reasoning and my study and me coming across something. Most likely it won't even be about me coming across something. It will be because, okay, now all of a sudden the machine, you know, something's not going like it used to in my body, so I have to watch out now. Maybe one of those deficiencies is creeping up on me. If and when I start, you know, if I get to a point where I'm kind of at the peak and then it starts going down and I'm feeling not better but even worse, then I might look into it. Then I'll adjust. And there's always little adjustments. It doesn't mean like I'm on, you know, I'm constantly adjusting, but, you know, kind of like the old saying, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's working for me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I ain't gonna fix it. So what you see is what you get from old Jack. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and hope you have a wonderful week. Peace.